look again, try again. Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. Do you remember the story of Elijah and Ahab? You can find the story in First Kings chapter 18, verse 40, right through to the end. Okay. Now, in the story, it is when Elijah said to Ahab, "Go and check for the rain. Go and check for the clouds because it's about to rain." So now Ahab was the man that was going to go check on the rain that is coming. So he left the first time, the second time, the third time, and he saw nothing. And every time he arrived, he would say to Elijah, there's nothing, there's no cloud. And Elijah kept on sending him back. He came back the fourth time. He said, "Look, I saw nothing." And Elijah was like, "Okay, but you have to go back." And then the man went. And then you can imagine the sixth time, as the man was going back to Elijah, in his heart, he was hoping that Elijah would just give it up and just say, "Okay, it's fine, we'll try again tomorrow or rest a bit." But Elijah said, "Well, you just have to go back." Now, the sixth time, after he's been told to go back, we can imagine what was going on in his mind. The man realized that there's something that is missing. The Bible says, "How can two work together lest they agree?" So the man was trying to understand what it is was missing. His spirit was getting it, but his mind was not getting. So there had to be an alignment between his mental and his physical well-being. They had to align. And he realized, if I do not see the rain, if I do not see the clouds, I'm gonna keep on being sent. He was able to come to that understanding the sixth time. So when he went up there, up the cliff or whatever, or wherever he was standing to check the rain, he went up there believing in his heart that he's going to see a cloud, something, but he was going up with an expectation to see something. So when he got up there, he looked up, and what did he see? A cloud as small as a man's fist. He wasn't asking for much, he just wanted a sign, just something, a sign. A little cloud, that cloud as small as a man's fist was a testimony that heavy rains were coming, heavy rains of blessings, okay? Heavy rains of change, rains of change, rains of new beginnings, of open doors, the new era, the beginning, you know. So now, um, after having realized that if it doesn't come with a different report, he'll keep on being sent back. So it made him to believe. He started to believe, and he became on the same page as Elijah. So some of you may be having some trouble at work. Perhaps there's the difficult boss you may not see eye to eye with. Yes, you may not see eye to eye with the person, but at least lately, the person is being a bit friendly. It's not much, but at least the person is friendly. That is the small cloud of hope. It's hope that makes us believe that then it means it's about to rain soon, and it's about to rain heavily. You know, you may have been looking hard for work and you've not been able to find employment, but then nowadays there's been that bit of hope. Perhaps now you're applying to more places. You may not have been called for a single interview just yet, or someone might have told you of some place or a place that you might not have even set foot there. But that little seed of faith, is enough to produce a small cloud of hope as big as a man's fist. A family member that is sick may still be in the sick bed, but now they've started to eat, or now they're starting to sit up. That is the small cloud of hope that lets us know that the rains are coming, that change is coming. Okay? So I just wanted to encourage us that sometimes when we are trusting in God, we are expecting things to be like, we're expecting big changes to show that it's about to happen. And sometimes all that we need is that little seed of faith that's going to cause us to see that little cloud of hope, that little cloud of hope as big as a man's seed. Okay, so I just wanted to encourage us in this word. Like, if you've never read the story of Elijah and Ahab, I encourage you to go and read. You know, so it's an encouragement to us to know that sometimes we may expect to see grand things, big things, but sometimes it's just little things that let us know, like, look, it's about to happen. Therefore, let us not miss the little clues that God has left us to let us know that change has occurred, that there's an improvement here. You know, let us not neglect to notice that, because we're expecting these big grand things. So thank you guys. God bless.